Okay, so let's just get started here. I'm just going to load this up. I'm trying to do this on two separate things at this point. Okay. I think I might be ready to go. So like that. Alright, sweet. Hopefully this isn't too blurry. I know it's a little bit laggy on my computer at the moment, so I might actually lift that up. Let's fix you up. Let's fix you up. There we go. Okay, g'day everyone, Matt from Panda Garage here. Welcome to a new night for Fridays with Panda Garage. We're changing it to a Wednesday night, just as a little trial to see if it makes a difference or not. Moved into a bit of probably a better spot than normal videos are. I'm going to sit so I can have full attention with you guys tonight. So if you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below. I think I'm on a delay right now on the computer because I'm using my phone to film this. So yeah, hopefully this is actually alright, because what I'm aiming to do the last few weeks, or it might be the last week and a half or so, my scheduling's sort of gone out of whack because I sort of didn't put enough videos up to actually continue on. So got a video there for tomorrow. So what we're going to do is we're going to have videos Tuesday, Thursday, and then a live stream hopefully on Wednesday if that works out better. So, hey Scotty, it's probably really delayed at the moment because I can look at myself in real delayed time, so it's crazy. But I thought it'd be better to have the computer actually up telling me what's going on as opposed to trying to see my screen, because I usually miss it on there because it goes too quick. So tonight, what we're going to talk about, I don't know. Usually I'm doing something, so it could be a bit different, a bit strange. We're going to peep, we're going to creep, we're going to change the game. Alright, so what I will talk about is something that recently came in to Panda Garage, and it's part of the story is this. So basically, there's a whole heap of just hardware for my Monaro. I've been putting this off now for about videos yet about me talking about the Monaro's steering issues, especially because I've been driving sort of newer cars lately. Once I jumped into this, I realised that it is just turned to crap. Hey, hi Style, how you going, mate? You actually here on the live stream for a change? Cheers to you, boys. Alright, so basically, got these parts. I did have other parts. They're here. Here we go. All of these are going to be chucked in the Monaro for a change. I'm actually going to have great steering now. So I got this from Queensland. So I think it's called Parts Guys. I'll have to check the name, but I'll definitely chuck that down below if I can remember. Yeah, so shout out to them getting it real quick. Down to me. So basically, this is one of my biggest jobs that I'm looking forward to doing at the moment is getting all this sorted out on the Monaro. As you can see, she's behind me. She's nice and shiny. Basically, just needs like a wax coat and she's good to go, really. And then just a bit of interior clean. I'll probably give it a wash once I do that, I think. Yeah. So, this is the big part at the moment. The other part, of course, is going to be the air conditioning unit, or the fan that controls all the climate control. That's going to be awesome to get that sorted out. And then I think the door cards just need a bit of work, especially the driver's side. Just a typical sort of early model Monaro issue is that the actual door cards start to lift. It's like where they extended them, or it feels like they've been extended. And so, yeah, we're going to be sorting all that out. What else is going on in this garage at the moment? I'm working on some videos for a client. sponsor sort of setup. I've just realised I've got a ton of stuff from them. It's all the same thing, and it's really weird, and I really need to get those out. So. Uh, and yeah, positive feedback at the moment. We're just working out a few kinks on some of the videos, but it's looking like that's going to be go ahead. I've also got a sponsor video coming up, or like a video from a company, and I've been reviewing some things. And yeah, hopefully that video is alright because it's a bit long, but I feel like it could be good. So we'll have to work on that as well. So basically, I've got that. I've got another review as well. It's been sitting in my lounge room now for I think about a month and a half. And the carpet's going to be very flat because it weighs a lot. And yeah, it should be good though. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just looking at the computer at the moment. And it appears as though the quality is shocking. Whoa! 144p? Holy crap. I'm changing it. Changing the edit. Oh, by the way, that cheers with a thumbs up. Surprise, occasionally you get a video out and it's like you get a bunch of thumbs down for some reason. Also, thumbs up for my sweet stubby holder. It must be love from the Denny Ute Master in 2011. Oh, I don't like a beer on a Wednesday night. Yeah, it's really bad. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it might be the house. We're having issues with Telstra at the moment. Having a bit of a battle with them. They've just been appalling to have a look because this is really, really bad. Hold on for a sec. I'm going to change it. I'll see if I can fix it. Oops. Maybe if I go out. Is this going to make a difference? Let's hope so. Live stream offline. Are we back? We might be back. I feel like we're back. Are we back? Thumbs up if I'm back. Cheers. Beautiful. Alright, we're just going to use phone data for this at the moment because it seems like me on the computer as well as the phone's not doing it any good, and I don't know if they're watching anything inside, so I'll fix that up as soon as possible. I actually don't even know what time we're up to at the moment in terms of people. But anyway, that's awesome. Yeah, so trialling it tonight. I was talking to my mate Scotty. You would know Scotty from YouTube. He's currently on there at the moment. G'day, Scotty. I usually do these on a Friday afternoon. It's mainly because I'm finishing up the work week, and also it's like the only time I can really sort of get into working on the cars and that, and it's usually late in the afternoon because if I do it at night, I'm just eating into like weekend time, and we've got stuff on. So it's yeah, I thought I'd try tonight, have a chat to everyone, see what they're all doing. I know usually I'm doing something mechanical, but I guess it's late at night and we've got like neighbours, and yeah, they don't really want to hear anything. That was me burping. So yeah, so all these parts, I'm very excited to get all these in at the moment. I wish I could show you some of the products that I'm meant to be reviewing soon as well, but one of them, it's seriously, when they say they've got a weight limit of X amount to X amount, it's literally at the heaviest scale of that. So it's pretty crazy to think that we're going to have to start reviewing that soon. And yeah, it's all happening at the moment, but it's too much to handle in some cases. So we're yeah, we've got a lot going on the channel at the moment. It's very exciting times, but at the same time it's like pure madness, and it all sort of came up at once. So, yeah, don't really know what else to say at this point because we've got a lot going on, but at the same time not much. So the next coming up videos, if you're interested in knowing what's coming up, we've got a lot of panel work videos and the beginning of painting. I literally go through the whole process on camera of fixing up the Commodore from all those panels you would have seen from the Wreckers, which was the last video. Tomorrow's video is the beginnings of the prep work of getting dints out of the new panel, which is only like one, I think. And we have... I'm just trying to think. What is it? It's... yeah, we start prep work on the actual sanding itself, which is really awesome. And then I think the following episodes or videos are going to be pretty much the process of going all the way through like the sanding process, then getting like primers, and then we start painting and then clear coating and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot going on, but it was really good. It was a long process. It was over a few months, all these videos, so it's going to seem like I did it really quick, but it was just finding the time to do it, which made it sort of hard. But yeah, the video's looking great. There's a few sort of random videos going to be chucked in there as well as the review videos will be coming up soon. And also when these videos are ready for this unknown channel that I'm doing some work for, once those videos are live, I'll let everyone know about those and sort of a bit behind what's going on with them. And yeah, it's really cool. The Panda Garage has sort of taken off a bit because for a while there I was sort of off it a little bit, wasn't enjoying it as much. Auto channels are quite hard to run just because of the cost, but also the fact that people in the car sort of world can be really supportive, or they can be really like destructive and like just go nuts at anything that happens that they don't approve of. So everyone's a mechanic apparently, and everyone knows everything. So that sort of put me off for a while, so I was working on my other channel, but now it's sort of turned a bit because I got a lot of people interested in a lot of supportive things going on with Panda Garage. So the other channel is going to take a break for a while. Got a backlog of videos for that channel too, which is crazy. And every time I see the numbers of how long the actual what do you call it? Like the edit time would take, I'm just like, oh no, I can't do that. There's no way. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, but I'm excited, and thank you all so much for joining me on the channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you've been here since the early days, appreciate all the support. So so many of the videos have been filmed here in this garage, and that's not really going to change anytime soon because in fact we're actually getting more space in here, funny enough. We've just been working away and cleaning up and getting rid of a lot of junk. So I'm sitting at my bar at the moment that I built, oh geez, probably 6 years ago maybe, 6-7 years ago, I'd say 6 maybe. And solid as a rock, this thing. So I built this with my brother, and yeah, it's been in here ever since. It's been a staple. Had a lot of good times in here. We've had a lot of friends over, a lot of people that we've met, and just yeah, had a good time in here. I turn on all the lights and stuff, but I think that would drown out the camera. So we'll keep it as is for now. So if you guys got any questions at all, chuck them down below, or anything you want to know. Yeah, just hanging out tonight. It's pretty cool. Just sort of streaming. The funny thing is, when you go on the computer, it just tells you that you're live. It doesn't actually say how long you've actually been on for. I think I'd have to check the back of the camera. Oh, 14 minutes ago. So I started streaming 14 minutes ago. It feels like it's a lot longer than that. I don't know, it might be just me, because usually I'm doing something and it always ends up blowing out to like half an hour, and I didn't even realise that it's taken that long. Oh, that's good. I'm starting to run out. Now, it was this, or having like, I think it's called Big Head, and it's like low carb beer. But I thought I'd go for the classic staple. Oh, yeah, so Just trying to think of what else is going on, because we went really hectic there for a while. The Commodore sort of took up a lot of time and a lot of space, and now the Nara is sort of getting work done and filming that. I'm just thinking what else we've actually got going on. The plans for 2018, Panda Garage, what goals? Great question. At this point, it's getting pretty much all the cars right to go. Like we've still got a lot of issues with like the Monaro, with the Cruise, with the Vectra, and the Vectra and the Cruise are mainly cosmetic. It's more painting issues. So that videos of that will be coming up. In terms of Monaro, it's just making more great videos with this and trying to utilize sort of more mainstream videos that might not be so much out there. Like these parts, I feel like they're going to do alright video-wise, because it's a span of like 9 years. I think the Commodore series VT to VZ ran from 2007 to 2006. So that's a 9-year period of using these parts. So, and it's still one of the cars that a lot of people are now finding very affordable to buy. So first cars, and it's sort of a universal vehicle. Like you would have seen the Commodore that we got as an executive, it's a base model. Then you got all out to like a Monaro, which is sort of like was top spec at the time, and they all pretty much use these same parts. So I feel like this video is going to do well. The video coming up about the fan thing, I think, will be interesting too. But for me, I think it's going to be interesting coming up later on in terms of what to do next. Just because we're going to sort of have less cars here. We'll try to do more day-to-day stuff and try to do some more sort of oddity videos, maybe. Like, it might be testing out theories. I've already made sort of a video about that. It was funny the other day, I was going to wash the car anyway, and I came up with this idea that I wanted to try out, and I thought I'll put it on camera and see how it goes. So I might chuck that up in maybe next week, just as sort of a random video to see how it goes. But it's going to be sort of a bit more like that. It might not necessarily be all in the garage. It might be going out to like car shows, or just like going out on the Saturday nights. There's so many sort of like meetups on weekends that I'd love to sort of go out and sort of film a little bit, and sort of take my cars out there and like that. Ideally, if I had the cash, I'd love to buy like a project car to do a lot of videos on, something that sort of like was cheap and I could sort of muck around a bit with. But that's, yeah, it's cost and it's also finding space. So I feel like that might be sort of majority of what I want to do at this point. It's it's sort of still a bit hazy. I sort of know what I want to do, but at the same time, I'm not sure where it's going to go. Because I think that's how it was with this channel to begin with. It was just sort of making videos that I was doing at the time, like things that I was actually doing. Like my first ever video was how to install a fuel filter. And that's because I needed to install a new fuel filter, and I thought it'd be good to have a camera on. And so that's still my biggest video on the channel. And I've got videos there that you think are going to do well and they don't. And then sometimes you've got a video that you think might do alright and then does really well. And there's a few videos like that where I was just diagnosing things, and I found that a lot of people found it negative because it comes up a lot because it's a popular video. There's a video called Diagnosing V6 Engine Problems, and it doesn't say I've solved all your problems or it's the solution to everything, but a lot of people found that they didn't like it because it comes up when someone types in that, it comes up, and people just get real butthurt about not being like getting what they wanted out of it. And so that was one of the reasons I sort of slowed down a bit on the channel as well, was that that it's just like a lot of negativity, and you just like as much as you ignore it. And I'm someone that's really good at ignoring like issues and stuff, because I just don't care most of the time. Like I'm just like whatever. I'm like I'll do my own thing and stuff like that. But when you're doing car stuff and you've got a passion about it, and you really enjoy what you're doing, and this stuff works for your car, and you're getting people constantly hounding you or getting negative feedback or like a lot of dislikes and stuff like that, you sort of get a bit flat about it. But in the end, you've got to just keep making what you feel is your passion and what you like, and that's how so many channels become successful. I feel is that you just got to keep doing what you want to do, and not just change everything to suit the audience. Because I feel like these days there's so much backswing towards what people want as opposed to what you want to do. If you're trying to please the crowd all the time, you're not going to make what you want to make. It'll be something completely different. And so, yeah, it's just got to keep slugging at it. So, if that doesn't answer your question, Scotty, then it probably won't, to be honest, because I'm just like got no idea what I'm doing half the time. So. Cheers, that. Well, Scotty's been a great help all over the years, and we've made so many videos together on our other channels, and he's grown really well, and I sort of chase the idea, sort of working at a similar rate and trying to make videos sort of like at the same style, not in terms of like style as in actual like Scotty's style, but in terms of like his variety. And I feel like the variety is really what's going to expand the channel. And so later on this year, we're going to have a really grouse time. We're going to Hawaii, and so I'm going to try and film a lot of videos over there, because I filmed a little bit when I was there last time, because last time I was there it was actually my honeymoon. So I filmed a bit, but not a whole lot. So I've got all this extra footage just randomly. I had a Mustang convertible, and that was a lot of fun, and filmed a little bit with that. But this time around, I think we're getting another car, and we're going to do a bit of driving, so I'll film a bit over there, and that'll be fantastic, and try to see what kind of scenes over there, sort of keep more of an eye out this time around. And just general videos, I might chuck them up on here as well, of a few places that we go and stuff like that. And we'll just see how people feel about it, because I've made videos in the past where there's sort of like vlogs and they haven't done that well, or people like not that interested in it. So as I said, I'm nearly contradicting myself there, saying that I'm trying to see what people feel is good, but I still make those videos, but it's sort of like I'm just trying to stay in tune of like what I want to get out of this channel. So yeah, you can't win everything, even if it's with yourself. You can't win that battle internally. So I'm just trying to work out all my car stuff as well. I feel like I might make some like car history videos, maybe. Be quite interesting. I love my history. Actually, like I don't know if I've mentioned. I think I've mentioned it a little bit on the channel before. But if you're new and you haven't seen these videos, see, I used to. Hey, it's Ben on. How you going, mate? I'm just rambling on here in my garage, and you've come at the right time. If you're new to the channel, or you sort of haven't heard about it for a while, I used to about. What is it now? It used to be 2010. Yeah, 2008, 2010. I used to work for Ford Australia, in Geelong, and my job was to manage. I was a customer service officer for Ford. They had a massive museum in Geelong. It was quite popular, and every year we'd come like first or second in the RSCV, like tourist attractions for Victoria, and usually only to the Great Ocean Road. So I don't understand how we come second to a road, but in terms of like we were quite popular, and it was awesome because used to get so many people from all over the world coming in because of because Ford was a global name, and also people just loved the history there. And we had so many cars, and we at one point I think we were managing a $7 million car fleet. It might have been worth more because there was a lot of prototypes, a lot of concept cars, and I got to drive so many of those, and it was such a grouse time. And I wish now that I actually had a camera on me that wasn't a potato, and actually like filmed a lot of this stuff, because at the time, I realized how amazing it was, the experience, but the fact that I missed out like filming that time in my life was crazy because it was it was an absolute experience. Like it's still one of my favorite jobs that I ever worked in. I only worked like 3 days a week, I think, and I think I've shown a few bits of memorabilia that I've got from Ford, um, but everyone that I worked with was always great and stuff. But the cars I used to get to play with, oh, the cars! I wish I had the photos of them now, or like something that would show you guys exactly what I used to. What's that? She makes anyone for Ford. Luke Ray. I can't remember Luke from memory. See, the problem is it's such a massive company too. Like, I remember. I'll give you a good story. One of my favourite memories of working for Ford was that we got invited out by the R&D department, and we got invited out to the Lang Lang Proving Ground. So in Victoria, Lang Lang Proving Ground is the test track essentially for all cars built by Ford here in Australia or overseas. So a lot of cars get tested there. We had I think it was I think it was a 2 kilometre or 3 kilometre oval track and a high speed oval track. It was banked. When you got up to the edge, it was like that. It was actually quite insane. And then you had a multiple sort of roads for different scenarios and sort of back roads, and then a lot of country roads like gravel and hard bumps and stuff that you'd see around Australia. Hey, Once Upon a Dream, how you going? Scotty as well had an iPhone. Oh yeah, I wish we had the iPhone. Then I think I had an iPhone 3G when I was at Ford. So I think I took some photos, but yeah, it's oh, yeah, no, I wish I'd filmed it. I've got some photos. I'll make a video one day about all the photos and stuff that I actually have of cars, because I got to assemble some cars there as well that would get sent to us, and that's a whole other story. I'll get back onto Lang Lang. Like you say, hi, Sol. Yeah, it's near you. You won't get anywhere near it, mate. Not even a chance. You'll get anywhere near that place because they'll come after you that quickly. It's a very top secret place. So, while I was there, we got to. I think the FG Falcon, the last sort of generation car, had just come out, and I was there, and we were with second in charge. The two. What was it? Yeah, 2IP, I think. Is that what they call it? No, 2IC. Yeah, 2IC. He was second in charge of Ford Australia. Like, big deal. I think his name was Bill or Bob. I feel like it's always a Bill and a Bob that like is high up in a motor company. But I probably got that completely wrong. And if you're watching, I'm so sorry, because you'll remember me because I was a pain in the ass. When I was when we were testing, I think we were in a G6E turbo, and we were about to go out in the bank track, and I was sitting in the back seat in the middle, and we had all the girls from our department there and my boss, and we'd split into two different cars, I think, and it was great. It was really cool because I'm like, oh, you won't peel out of here, like you won't do this, you won't do that, and then we've shot out of there like an absolute rocket, and by the time we've hit the corner and the bank, we were doing 240 k's, and we hit that bank and went wrapped around that quick, and then out the other side, and he was on it. And these turbos kick in at about 2,000 RPM, and they're absolutely nuts. So I was just like, oh shit, like this is insane, right? And we got to test take the cars out, and I saw so many prototypes. I don't think I'm still allowed to talk about some of these cars I saw out there because I think some of them haven't come out because there's some stuff being made exclusively for India and stuff like that. And but one of the craziest rooms over there, I think it's called a harmonic chamber. And he goes, oh, it's going to take your breath away. Now this room is, you walk in there, and it feels like when you speak, you get the reverberations off anything like that's in the room. This room sucks all the sound out of it. Completely sound. So the second you walk in there, it sounds like you can only hear your voice inside your head, inside your ears. And it's dead quiet. If anyone knows, an FPV F6, which is a turbocharged straight six. I think it was a Ute at the time, or a sedan. It was going flat out. You could see it smoking the rear tyres basically on the dyno, and you could not hear it. You actually could not hear it. It was actually insane. And that was still one of my favourite modes because this place was unbelievable, and they just showed us so much stuff, and took us out on so many trips and stuff out there, and we got to see a lot of prototypes, what they bring into the country that other companies don't know about, of different products and stuff like that, for comparisons and getting design ideas. So it's really cool. And that was one of my favourite memories of being there. Other than many, I could ramble on and on and on about that. I'll get to my messages. Oh yeah, hi Style. I think, yeah, Lang Lang is really well protected. The one I was thinking of, because all the names are whack ass. Ford's track was the Yuyang's Proving Ground, which is if you want to go in a general vicinity, look up Barwon Prison. That's where the big Cuzzo was. And if anyone knows the big Cuzzo, you can write it down there. And take a guess at who the big Cuzzo is that was in Barwon Prison. It's right near there, and Lang Lang was Holden, and funny enough, Laura's father at the time, when I met Laura, her dad was working for Holden, I was working for Ford, so it was quite funny. We're both out of there now, but the Lang Lang is where they're testing all the Chevy and Cadillac cars at the moment, mostly Cadillac at the moment, so it's looking quite promising out there. But we met many people that have worked out there, and we're testing some crazy cars, like at the time, like diesel Commodores, twin turbo V6s, stuff like that. And you sort of, when you're working for a company and you're sort of more inside, you sort of got to meet people that sort of did similar things, so you get the goss, which was really good. But that's on the download. And hi Danny Black, how you going? Saw your stream last night, so I thought I was talking to Scotty. He thought it'd probably be a good idea too to have a crack at doing it more later at night than as opposed to doing it in the afternoon. Yeah, no, it's a high style. Yeah, it's always been GM. Lang Lang, that was on me. That's on me. No, Yuyang's has been there since 1959, and I think Lang Lang might have been put in there. I have a feeling it might have been in the 40s. I think it might have been 48, from memory. But mainly to coincide with the 48 215, which is also known as the FX. What a car nerd I am right now. But one of my favourite things at Ford was actually I could memorise and I could tell you in order exactly all the model cars of a Falcon, and you could also show me a picture of any Falcon, and I know exactly which model it was. You sort of had to memorise that sort of stuff for people coming in and asking questions. So you used to get a lot of crazy questions like that from overseas, or just people ringing up asking questions, and you always had to answer one. But oh yeah, crazy. It was always crazy. So what is going on here at the moment? I can't believe how slow the internet is to. Like, it's so bad. The problem is that I swear my house will be the last house in Australia to get the NBN, and we'll have 5G by then, probably. Like, the way they're going at the moment is just nuts. So just trying to think if I've got anything around here that I can use as a bit of show and tell. I'm not too sure. I think it's all stored away in the cupboard from memory. I've got some real weird things that I own, not just car-related stuff, just bizarre things that I've bought over the years. So I might have to bring those out for the next live stream. So I was thinking it earlier. I was like, oh yeah. Someone ever asked me what's the weirdest thing I own. I've got something in a cupboard here that I bought from Florida years and years ago, and it's only, I think I pulled it out of the box, and it like I think I put out a box like 3 times ever, and I overpaid for it by way too much because I thought I was getting 2 and only got 1. But I'll pull that out one time. If we get enough likes on this video, I will show you the weirdest thing I've ever bought, and you'll never guess what it is. Scotty, MBN getting installed in the street. Yeah, I know my old house in Eltham got it like while I was there, and I never took the opportunity because I was going to move house. So yeah, I just got to live this ADSL lifestyle that we only found out the other week that half the wires weren't even connected in the first place. So years and years of having terrible internet was because of this cord all pulled out, and the internet's still garbage. So after I set the garage in. Oh yes, yes. Scotty's garage is hilarious because it has shag pile like on the floor, and it's so good because it's like so rank. And a few times we've had parties out there with like beer pong and that, and the floors just have gotten filthier and filthier every time. But Hawaii trip's going to be sick. You'll see some good videos coming out of Scotty and myself. Hopefully, probably Scotty will be right on it, but I'm going to be slow like I'm normally am. I've got videos from so long ago that I just have not finished. But I'll ask you guys a question. What do you think is easy to edit on? Do you prefer to edit on the computer, or do you prefer to edit on your phone? Because I've found recently that my phone has actually been doing a lot of the work for this channel in particular. Getting the videos out. I've been filming most of my videos on my phone and then editing them on my phone. And just getting distracted. It's a thing of beauty. Oh, I probably wouldn't want to touch it. To be honest, that shag pile's seen some stuff, I think. It's probably good acoustically as well. Maybe I should glue it to the wall. But yes, well, back on topic, I get distracted really easily. Yeah, I found that I edit a lot more stuff on the phone now to sort of get it out faster. And also upload speed, like uploading it to YouTube is so much quicker on the phone than on the computer, because not only do you have to save it like from, say, I use iMovie because I don't really know how to use Final Cut Pro well. I use it on occasion, and particularly with this brand that I'm working with at the moment, making their videos. I'll basically make the full cut in iMovie, and then I'll transfer it over to Final Cut Pro, and then do my additional pieces, and then I finish up pretty much on Final Cut Pro, but I just don't do a whole lot on there, mainly because it's so different to iMovie that it sort of confuses me a bit. So instead of like, oh no, it's been a long day. I've been up since 5. Yeah, and probably having a beer's not helping because it's like just one beer it makes you sleepy, but you know, probably not going to help me tomorrow when I play footy, or train for footy at least. But yeah, I find my phone has been really easier to work with. Star. Editing the map using Premiere Pro. Yeah, that's a much better idea, using the phone to upload. Because for some reason, like, it's not even like something to do with like using 4G. Like, I'll still have it connected to the Wi-Fi and it'll upload in like an hour. Whereas like on the computer, it uploads over like 3 hours. I don't understand why it's so slow. I still edit with an app on my phone at the moment. Yeah, I don't know if you use iMovie. Like, I use the Apple iMovie app on my phone at the moment. I've got the GoPro app on the Studio app on there, but you can't edit much on it. I trialed out as part of that wacky video I was making the other day. I ran a time lapse on that, and it took like 1,200 photos or something for the time lapse. So basically, I put it all together. But the problem is with the computer GoPro one is that you can't control it moving. Like, it's always moving like across, and then it starts again and moves across. I just want it staying still. That's all I want. Yeah, good. So I use my phone so much now. Like, I got a iPhone 8 Plus, and it's so much easier. Like it's so good. Like I feel your pain, mate. I feel like we've got one line running down our whole street. Because I live in like an estate where there's one road in, and basically the line comes in with that. Literally over my back fence here is the NBN. It's been there for 4 years, 5 years, and literally you could dig a trench 20 meters and you could connect into the NBN, but it's taking so long. The Splice app. I feel like I've heard about the Splice app before. It's I've got a few others. I was going to say I'd show you my phone, but the phone's filming. I think I've used Videorama as well for making some video stuff and that. But I think I mainly used a few of those apps to make like thumbnails. But I found that TubeBuddy on YouTube has been really good for that, and I just like sort of a straightforward piece, like use a clip, like part of the clip from the video itself, and then put the writing on top, and it's been working really well. It's an app by GoPro. Maybe that's where I've seen it, like it pop up on the computer. Because I've got my GoPro, I think it's in the house. I've got my GoPro and I've got my A900, my Nikon camera. But that can be a bit of a pain. It's not been taking photos well lately either. It's always freezing up and freaking out, so I just sort of ignore that camera at the moment. I've just been using my phone because it's just so good. That's the crazy thing now as well. I was watching Casey Neistat's video at the moment. By the way, that 3680 he's doing is so good. Like, I've really been enjoying having him on every day. Because, yeah, that's his element, I feel. It's really good. Anyway, completely distracted. The movie he was talking about, I think in this morning's video, might have been this morning's video, he was talking about how there's a filmmaker that's making a new film exclusively like using a gimbal and a phone to film it, and it looks like it's coming up amazing at the moment. Like I really like when I switch from my camera to the phone, I don't really see too much of a difference. Like there is if you're really looking, and in terms of like zoom, my camera is just really good for that. But it's like when you're making sort of car videos and you've got just like a sort of point and shoot camera, it's usually so much quicker just to use the phone. Same with time lapse. It's like using the GoPro was great for doing the time lapse, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I'm getting a better shot from the phone. So I'm still trying to work out what to use my GoPro for. I think I'll mainly use it like when I'm filming like inside the car and outside and stuff like that. And when we go to Hawaii later on this year, I'll be using it a lot for that too. Ordered a few little bits and pieces to connect to my my chest and stuff, like just like a hat clip and like a external skeleton, that so it's got better sound. And yeah, it's just like trial and error with like cameras and stuff. But the most universal thing I own is my phone, and it's so many times like I'd be on my Panda Explores channel. I used to I'll be on the road a lot, like in country Victoria quite a lot, and like for work. And I used to, I generally forget my camera because I'd be like, I'd be leaving home really early and I'd just forget it. So during the day, I'd had my phone on charge, and I started bringing the charger purely because I'd end up finding a place to film, and I'd stop and drop in there and then start filming, which was really cool. So yeah, the phone's the most universal thing you can own, especially if you get like a good camera. But like everyone talks about the Pixel 2 being like the camera to have, but it's the camera to have in terms of photos. Like if you watch any video on the Pixel 2, the video is garbage on it. Like the sound's horrible, the video's not that great, but it takes amazing photos. I just don't understand how they didn't translate the photo quality over to actually filming. Like it seems like you've like you look down at your hand, and once you change the video, you're holding a potato. You're trying to film through a potato. It's actually insane. So that's why I'm sticking to my iPhone. As much as like people say, oh yeah, there's much better things out there. There are, but the iPhone hasn't let me down yet. So it's especially this iPhone 8. The camera in it's unbelievable. It's really, really good. I'm getting quite, my knees hurting at the moment. Getting very sore. So I've gone through another pre-season of training for footy. Now I'm 28, turned 29 this year, and I decided last year that I'd go back to playing footy after 18 years of not playing. Now the first practice match I played on a kid that hadn't even been born yet when I had last played footy. So that made me feel good. And now this year I've just been having aches and pains. I'm the sorest man alive. It's just crazy. I feel like this I feel like this video has just turned into me just rambling on. It should be Rambles with Panda, I think. I might change the name to Rambles with Panda because it feels like I'm just here just yakking on. And you guys have to listen to me unless you want to drop off and then not listen to me, you know. But keep your questions coming in. Remember as well to subscribe, give a follow to the Facebook page, the Panda Garage. That'd be fantastic if we could get more people going from YouTube onto the Facebook page as well, because there's all photos going up there all the time. Chuck up your car photos on there as well. I'd love to see them all, what everyone's got in their garage. And yeah, we can have a bit of chat on there and all that sort of stuff. But if you've got any friends that are into cars, suggest the channel. Let's get it growing. I've got a few prizes to send out or select someone to have them when no worries, Ben. Thanks for sticking around, mate. Appreciate it. Hopefully a Wednesday night's a better option because I feel like we've had more people on. But you've got a lease. You got a lease in the end. Not leave. Alright, take it easy. But what I wanted to say as well is that once we get to 400 subscribers, I've got a few things that I've had from over the years I've collected, car related, be it like apparel or just bits and pieces. I'd love to be able to give away a few prizes at 400 and 500 and stuff like that. And I've got some real weird prizes from a company that sent me a box full of stuff as well. So if you want to suggest this channel to any of your friends, please do. Share it around. Let's get the numbers up. And once we pass 400, I'll make a little contest. And I'll give away some of my collection of things that I've had over the year. Some stuff is employee-only issued stuff too, which is really cool. So I've got a bunch of things. I'll show them when it comes to that time. But yeah, if we go past 400, that'd be fantastic. So we're only 60 away, I think, at this point. And then we'll get to 500, which would be really awesome. Alright, Hostile. Question. Don't have Facebook yet. No, fair enough. I mean, after all this drama in America as well, no, I don't think anyone should have Facebook, to be honest. How did I get the nickname of Panda? Now, this is a great question because if, like, you would have seen in the comments as well, and I talk about him a lot, my mate Scotty, who's got the channel on YouTube, it was 2009, and I was working at Ford. I was right in the middle of working at Ford, and we spent the afternoon. We had no customers in because the grand final was on, and Geelong was in the grand final. And we stayed after hours to watch it. One of the girls I used to work with, we just kept watching the grand final. When Geelong won, the town went nuts. So we finished up work. I've headed down to my mate's place and parked my car. It was right near Cardinia Park. I ended up living near there too. House is gone now. R.I.P. Dodgy Cuzzo in the sky. And I met up with him. I was still in my full work uniform as well. I still had all the Ford stuff on. And I get down there and everyone's going nuts. Like, there's partying going on, everyone's drinking, this guy on the bar going nuts. And I met up with Scotty and his dad and Big Bill, old Billy boy. Hopefully he's watching tonight as well, so if he is, g'day Bill. He probably won't even remember the story, to be honest. we ended up going out and just like this night was crazy because when Geelong won the grand final, like everyone just come out and go nuts, and essentially got through the whole night, and my the next morning my mate's telling me, he goes, oh, weird conversation with Dad in the morning. I go, what's that? And he goes, he thought your name was Panda all night. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And he goes, no, I introduced you, and he ended up thinking your name was Panda this whole time. So it ended up sticking. So everyone started calling me Panda, and now everyone's been calling me Panda ever since. So that's how I got that nickname. Because in Geelong I used to have a completely different one. It's called Barky. So and that's a whole other story I'll get into one time. My mate Phil loves telling that story, especially at me Bucks party. Decided to tell that story to everyone. So just a moment of stupidity on my behalf. So that's how I got the name Panda. Yeah, it was Scotty's dad, who's usually a big supporter on the channel here, and also Scotty's channel and other channel and stuff like that. But then also has a drone, so we should get him making YouTube videos soon as well. Bill, get on it. Got to get some more drone shots. Oh, what time is it? It's 8:30. Far out. We've nearly been going for an hour here. Oh man, the upload time on this is not going to be good, especially because it's on 4G. My phone's like already overloaded. This is nuts. Well, thanks for all being on here tonight. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments, either now or later on. Or actually, even later on, if you come back to this video later on, it's got plenty of likes, which was really cool. Plenty of chat, which was fantastic. So I think I'll continue doing it on a Wednesday night. Let me know what you think, though. If you feel like you want it on a different night, we could always like on a Sunday night, or I'll keep it on a Friday. If it is on a Wednesday, you'll get 3 videos a week then. Tuesday we'll have a video, Wednesday will be the live stream, Thursday will be a video, and we'll keep doing it like that. So, and occasionally I might add an extra video in that week depending on what's going on, and if I've got any additional things. I've got plenty of videos sitting there ready to go. I think we've got 5 weeks or something, 5 or 6 weeks worth of videos just sitting there waiting to be uploaded and posted. So you have a new video out every Tuesday and Thursday now. It'll be coming out at midday. I think I'll put it on at midday, just so once you get home, video's there. Give it a watch it all the way through. Get that watch time up, because yeah, no, it's been good. But thank you all so much for watching. Remember to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, the Panda Garage. Chuck your right up on the Facebook page. I'm going to try to use the Facebook page more to interact with people. If you've got Instagram though, tag me in your video, and maybe we'll write it as the hashtag can be, if you want to add me into things, can be. We could put, what did you make it, evenings with Panda Garage, so maybe EWPG. Or evenings with PG. I don't know. Either of them, I guess. Either of them. But thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, check us out on all the socials. Give this video a like. Check out all the other videos in the back catalogue. I think there's like 68 of them now. Give them a thumbs up. Show us some love. Share it around the channel, because at 400 subscribers I'm going to start giving away some of my employee issued stuff that no one could buy, and I held on it for all these years, and I feel like giving some of it away because I got offered some money for some of this stuff that I'll be giving away that I probably should have taken at the time, but I was very proud of what I was given, so I didn't take that. But I might save that particular one for another time. But thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate you all joining me on the live stream tonight. Appreciate all your questions. But if you've got any extra questions and you've watched this all the way through, congratulations for watching with me for an hour. But until next time, guys, my name's Matt.